lovely collective. How are y'all doing today? This is your girl, Taurus Sun Tarot. Well, it's Cat, actually. Y'all can call me Cat. But the channel name is Taurus Sun Tarot. Anyways, hi collective. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Today is Sunday, June 16th while I am recording. So, true story. The reason why I kind of took a pause and a step back from this channel was because I was feeling more vulnerable, a little bit more susceptible to attacks that I didn't really understand in my own home. And I hated that. And I truly feel like it had a lot to do with the channel. As much as I love energy work, this comes with a lot of opinions, a lot of, so on and so forth. So it's sometimes scary, like opening that energy to such a broad, worldwide basis. One second. Because you just like truly never know like who's watching and with what intentions, right? So anyways, wow. Your first card that popped out and I put back was 888 and it was abundance, and now you have number 1818, optimism. So collective, drop a comment, let me know, what does the number 8 represent for you? If you're a Leo, obviously that might be your birthday, but it also, the 18th could be a significant date. We're currently in June. As I'm recording, it's June 15th. So this could be a message for some of y'all for the next 3 days, what could be coming. So card number 1818, optimism. Before I even read the card, I feel like Spirit is recognizing that you guys have been in this more grateful and optimistic energy, and I feel like rewards are coming your way. So let's read the card here. It says number 1818, optimism. Ugh, I'm so sorry, y'all, if you can hear that music and shit. I cannot control the motherfucking surroundings, okay? And these motherfuckers, I cannot be mad at anyone living their life, So anyways, if I pause and mute the microphone here and there, you know why. Because all my motherfucking windows are open. Everyone can hear everything and vice versa. Okay. So anyways, your card, number 1818. It says, successful manifestation of your abundance is near. Oh my God, y'all, I swear to God, I didn't even read that. Higher levels of optimism are needed, though, as new abundant beginnings are on the horizon. Interesting. Okay. Brighter days always come after the darkest of nights. Immediately, that just made me think of the moth. So I've recently been finding out a lot about spiritual attachments to the moth, what the moth represents for me personally, and it really is like the dark night of the soul. So the moth is very similar to the butterfly in that it cocoons and it goes through the metamorphosis. However, it's different in that their wings don't change colors, right? So it's not this big, bright, beautiful thing. And I believe moths typically are only, I think, nocturnal animals. Like they might be out during the day, but typically they prefer the nighttime. So yeah, I don't know why, but I'm feeling very called to mention that. I'm also reading this book called I believe it's called The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. Drop a comment, y'all. Let me know if anyone read her first book. It's called, I think, A Dark Window or One Dark Window. And then it's a duology, and then it's like Two Twisted Crowns. It was such a good, oh my God. Just drop a comment, let me know if you've read that. So anyways, okay, number 1818, optimism. So let's dive into the tarot, y'all. Let's see. So even though Spirit is definitely recognizing that you guys have been in this optimistic and grateful energy, as the card said, I feel like maybe it's like, it's, and it's kind of giving like more money, more problems. Okay. So it's like more abundance, more gratitude. You know, it's like, I feel like there's a big win coming in for some of y'all. It could be a settlement, it could be a new job, a new promotion, it could be a raise, a commission. But I do feel like you are working through. Oh, okay, we are not taking all those cards. But I do feel like some of you guys could have been blocked. So this is coming in at the right time. This is definitely coming in at the right time. I feel like some of you could have recently been feeling very blocked or potentially even forgotten about. And that's why Spirit is reminding you, just like stay optimistic. Like it's coming, you know, it's like, you know, the seeds that you planted are for a tree, you know, it's not for a weed that's going to get picked. It's going to take a bit longer to see those roots grow. Okay, what else do we have coming out here, Spirit, for my collective? Thank you. Wow, holy shit. That's beautiful. So the sun, heavy Leo energy, heavy Leo energy. Y'all, my Leos on this channel, I know you're excited, but we still have a whole season to get through before yours, baby. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, the sun here. What's really interesting, in most depictions of this card, we see it. Oh my God, I almost said a tiger. We see a lion. In this one, though, it looks like a tiger. It's like a white tiger instead, or like a leopard maybe with the spots. So I find that to be very interesting. Also, normally the sun is like a child, like an infant on the back of a horse and, you know, whatever. Oh no, what am I thinking of right now? The sun, right? There's a few different renditions. So anyways, but this energy, this is very warm energy. This is very comforting. This is also inclusive, optimistic. Some of you guys are really enjoying summer 2025. I feel like some of you guys are enjoying, like, I don't know why, but I'm hearing boat, like out on the boat, bitches on a boat. That's funny. Okay, let's see what else we have coming out here. But with the sun, I do feel like there's clarity. Something about clarity is coming in. If there have been any blockages, I do feel like Spirit is not only removing them, but shedding light, shedding clarity on what was blocking you or who was blocking you. Let's see what else we have coming out here, please, Spirit. Thank you. Nine of Wands. Is this the self-saboteur? Oh no. Collective, have you been blocking your own self? It was me all along. That's a SpongeBob poll for someone. I would hope someone in the comments gets that. But anyways, it's a perfect crime. I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm done. So the sun and the Nine of Wands, heavy fire energy. Let's get this last card out here. What else wants to come out for collective? Chance, which is the Wheel of Fortune. You have, out of a 3-card spread, collective, you have 2 major arcanas. That's huge. I also just noticed 9 and 10. So something is coming in divine timing and its order when it's meant to, for sure. With this Nine of Wands energy, I do feel like this is you being a little bit more guarded than is necessary. However, I do also want to say with Chance here, you're shedding that shell. Some of you could have recently been in like a hermit mode kind of energy where you didn't want to engage with a lot of people. But I think you are coming out of that. With the sun and Chance here, you're feeling more accepted, more open, more able to receive again. I want to clarify the Wheel of Fortune, but I want to do it with a different deck. Let's use this deck. Actually, we'll clarify all of this so far. So you guys make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if this is resonating so far. Y'all, one moment. I'm sorry. My door thing is like going bananas. It's driving me nuts. One second. Alrighty, I am so sorry about that, collective. I have like a Simply Safe system, and I have like the sensors, and the door leading like to the backyard was kind of open, and it's a very windy day. So it was just like moving back and forth between the sensor. So like every 2 seconds I heard this like brr, brr, like someone was coming in the door. So anyways, okay. So let's clarify what we have here, collective. Let's clarify. What about the sun here? What about the sun? Okay. Clarifying. Wow, another 9. Something about the month of the next like 2 to 3 months. So like July, August, September could be even into October for some of you could be very significant. Again, a lot of blessings, a lot of come ups, a lot of blessings that should have been recognized. Okay. You also have, so you have the Nine of Pentacles coming out here. This is health, wealth. This is also enjoying your time for me as a reader. This is enjoying your time. And also the card itself says fruits of labor, comfort, rewards, luxury, self-sufficiency, and financial independence. I don't know why, but I'm also hearing like financial literacy. Some of you could be trying to become financially literate. And I said that at the beginning of this reading. Like your assets, your net worth, like what are we, your abundance. So you also have the Four of Wands clarifying the sun, you guys. This is beautiful. So it's a celebration, joy, harmony. Could be marriage for some of you, engagements. It also could be family reunion, but this is like, again, enjoying the fruits of your labor, your hard work, your community coming together, happiness, creativity. Also the freedom to be creative. Again, the luxury of like enjoying your time off, not having to break your back for work. So then you have the Nine of Wands. Clarifying the Nine of Wands, you have the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like you could have been slow moving to try and take this next big step, to step into the sunlight, to step into your purpose. Okay. You also have the Queen of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is also, there's a lot of earth energy here. So the next earth season would be September. There could be a lot of change going on in September. Again, a lot of windfalls that you can expect then, especially from the Knight to the Queen of Pentacles. This is nurturing your abundance. This is a steadfast routine. This is someone who understands Rome wasn't built in a day. This is again representing financial growth for sure. For sure, for sure. You go from the Nine of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles. Like what? Security. I don't know why, but I just heard like job security. Hard work, responsibility. Some of you could be coming across, again, like this settlement, or I feel like this could be even outside of work. It's like, yeah, your work is going good, but outside of that, I feel like you could be expecting some sort of windfall of money. Maybe some of you guys are going to like a casino or something. I don't know. What about chance, please, here, Spirit? Ooh, okay. So clarifying chance, you have the Seven of Wands. Okay. What else? Ooh. Oh, okay. So coming out sideways, you have the Page of Pentacles. I'm going to honor that. And then you also have the Nine of Wands again. You also have the Nine of Wands again in a different deck. And the Knight of Wands. This is so much earth and fire energy. In fact, I don't think there's any other. It's just earth and fire. Those signs could be significant to you guys. So clarifying the chance, this is really interesting. Like, let's dive into this for a hot second. So you have these Seven of Wands. So this is competition. This is also, you may feel like you need to protect your stance. Maybe you have put in a lot of hard work and people are trying to, like, I don't want to say diminish it, but maybe like take advantage or make you look a certain way. So this is trying to protect yourself, protect your peace, protect your people, especially with the Nine of Wands. You're heavily on the defense here, collective, trying to maintain control, trying to hold your own, stand your ground, stand up for yourself. And then I feel like too though, collective, you also just, this is a gentle reminder from spirit to understand with the Seven of Wands, there's always going to be challenges. Like, it's not like if you put in all the hard work and get to this Queen of Pentacles status, like you're done. It's like there's always the next level, the next gain, the next, you're always the forever student. And I think that's this reminder with the Page of Pentacles. This is, the forever student, always wanting to learn. So it says your focus on your goals will bring great success. But it was in the challenge position. It did come out sideways. So I feel like you guys have manifested yourself a big abundance. And it's worked out beautifully. Page of Pentacles can also represent manifestation. Again, financial opportunity and abundance, ambition. So you could be struggling with the ambition aspect. I think you've put in so much work and you've been grafting your ass off and you're tired, but spirit is saying you will always have to keep going. There will always be, the next step, the next level, new levels, new devils. So, and then you have the Nine of Wands. This is courage. This is persistence. This is also allowing yourself to take that break before the next big step. This is resilience. This is a test of faith. And you have this coming out twice, So yeah, you have this beautiful, all of these beautiful, abundant energies, but it's not without challenge. Okay, one moment. However, if you look at this chance card, this is representing the Wheel of Fortune in traditional tarot. And if you look closely at this rendition of it, this lady is holding this like ball of energy in like the one palm of her hands. And in the other, there's like this dark flower and the darkness is creeping. So what I'm kind of getting at with that is like, it is within you to choose to have the courage to fight and continue or to not. Knight of Wands is the last card out here. So this is energy. This is, passion. This is inspiration, action, adventure, movement, fearlessness. It can also be a little impulsive, so kind of, rein it in, remind yourself, it can be a little unpredictable, but also very charming, a lot of fire energy. You can be very charming at this point. So use that to your advantage. I love you so much, collective. I'm going to leave it there for today. Drop a money bag sign in the comment. Let me know if this resonated and claim your opportunities. I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.